Hi, thanks for tuning in to our third devlog. Hope you enjoy it. Who are you and what do you do on Clockwork Sword?
Yeah, so I'm Miles Clark. I'm the audio lead on Clockwork Sword, which means I handle basically coordinating all of the sound that comes through the game. So sound effects, music, and getting all of it into the engine.
With sound effects and music in Clockwork, and what is the process of discussing that with the team, your team, and the team with Clockwork Sword?
So SFX and music both are all about building a world. So a lot of it comes down to, for us, how do we sell this world? How do we have the world of Clockwork come alive through sound? With music, especially, it's very textural. So a lot of what we're doing is using industrial sounds and more aspects of real things like anvils, pipes, and hammers to kind of create music. With sound design, we're using a similar idea where a lot of what we're communicating is, okay, what are the parts and mechanisms of enemies in the game? As far as weapons we're using, how do they actually function within the real world? And so with that, we're having sound design mimic that, bolster that, and kind of sell the world as if it were really real.
How is it communicating between the team, like with Clockwork Sword and your team, since you're not at the U and you're not part of the U program, but you still interact with all of us?
I love working with University of Utah. So we're over at Berklee College of Music in Boston, and it is just such a blast to get to work with Utah students. You guys are so innovative, and everything you do is so brand new. I've never been challenged in ways, especially with stuff like Clockwork Sword, where we're doing such unique sounds and such unique palettes. A lot of it is constant meetings, talking all the time and making sure we're in communication, and oftentimes wishing we could be in Utah.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we do the best we can, and every once in a while when we get to meet you guys, it's such a blast.
Who are you and what do you do on Clockwork Sword?
My name is Devin Fink. I am primarily a UI engineer, but I am also just kind of a generalist engineer on the rest of the game as well.
With engineering the UI and HUD of the game, how do you manage communicating with artists to get it to look how you want it to look?
It's a lot of iteration. Usually artists come into a specific piece of the HUD or the UI having a specific kind of way they want it to look. And I will make that, put it in engine, and a lot of times it gets changed because they realize that that's not quite how it works, or that's not quite how they want it to work. And so it's a lot of iteration. It's a process. It's implementing the original idea, then growing on that idea over and over and over again with either new art assets, new back-end systems, or various things.
And how is it talking with your lead Liam and communicating with other leads about something that might be going on with like the UI or the HUD?
Honestly, Liam is great. He's super helpful. He's a very talented engineer. He knows what's going on at all times. And the other leads have been super helpful. Emily especially, she's the art lead that works a lot on the UI art assets and everything. She's been super helpful, super timely in getting any assets back, on iterating on those assets. It's been a great time. All of the leads on this team have really put together a really awesome project.
Who are you and what do you do on Clockwork Sword?
My name is Riley Peters. I am a tech artist on Clockwork Sword and mostly focusing on VFX.
With tech art being separate from like the main art team and you directly talking with designers and engineers, how do you implement their ideas into what you make?
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time. So designers will honestly just give me a list of stuff to do. They've kind of figured out exactly how this enemy should look, how it interacts, and know like, if they want jet streams coming out this way or lasers, fire, whatever. They just give me a list of stuff, and I would then talk to engineers and trying to understand what they need from me to make sure that they can implement this effectively and try to make it as simply as possible so it can just be slap on and very easy to use.
With tech arts, it's different from regular art, as I've said. With the timelines, how do you communicate that and set a viable timeline for your work?
I think a lot of that comes with, I guess, just practice. I know kind of at the start of this project, I was still learning a lot of things, and so I spent a lot of time basically figuring stuff out, which slowed me down. But the more comfortable I got with it, the more things I could do faster. Like I'm doing 1, 2, 3 effects a day. Of course, always have to come back and tweak stuff, but timeline was never a huge concern for me.
Thank you for watching our devlog, and Clockwork Sword is now on Steam and Epic Games, so please check us out and wishlist us. Thank you very much.